Everything is getting more expensive. Your groceries, your rent, your electricity, your fuel, even your cup of coffee. But your paycheck, still the same. Maybe you got a small raise. Maybe you picked up a second job. But let us be honest, it is not enough. Inflation is not slowing down for anyone. And if you are still living like it is 2010, stuck hoping the economy will give you a break, you are already losing. Here is the cold truth no one wants to say out loud. Inflation does not care about your effort. It does not care how hard you work, how much overtime you put in, or how loyal you are to your employer. The system is moving, and if you are not moving with it, you are getting crushed by it. But while most people are drowning in higher prices and stagnant wages, there is one group that is not just surviving, they are winning. Business owners, entrepreneurs, creators, builders. The people who stopped waiting for the system to rescue them and decided to build something of their own. Let us break down exactly why business owners are thriving right now, and why, if you are serious about freedom, you need to stop being a consumer and start becoming a producer. Inflation punishes employees, but rewards producers. If you are trading your time for a fixed wage, inflation hits you like a freight train. Your expenses rise, but your income stays locked. You feel the pressure every single month. Your savings disappear, your debt increases, and everything starts to feel like a slow grind. This is what happens when you depend on a system that was never designed to make you wealthy. The employee model is built on predictability. You work 40 hours, you get paid. But in an unpredictable economy, that predictability becomes your prison. Now contrast that with the business owner. When inflation rises, so does their pricing power. When the cost of goods goes up, they adjust their models. When people need new solutions, they step in with products, services, and platforms that meet demand. They are not stuck reacting to inflation. They are profiting from it. Entrepreneurs understand that the world runs on exchange. Money flows to those who solve problems. And in a time of inflation, problems multiply, pain points increase, and that is where opportunity lies. Employees ask, how do I afford this? Business owners ask, how do I create something others will pay for? That shift in thinking is the difference between drowning and dominating. You cannot save your way to wealth anymore. For decades, people were told to work hard, save money, and retire comfortably. That formula no longer works. You cannot save your way to wealth in an economy where your savings lose value every year. Every dollar sitting in your bank account is being eaten alive by inflation. Every time prices go up and your money stays the same, you lose. Quietly, slowly, but surely. Business owners, on the other hand, are not saving. They are investing. They are buying assets. They are building systems. They are creating offers that scale. They are moving faster than inflation because their income is not fixed. It is flexible, scalable, and adaptable. In 2025, the winners are not the ones with the most savings. They are the ones who learned how to create value, multiply money, and own systems. They are not thinking in terms of budgeting. They are thinking in terms of building. If your financial plan still revolves around cutting expenses and pinching pennies, understand this: you are playing defense in a world that rewards offense. And that strategy is already outdated. Control is the new currency. In a world where prices are unpredictable, markets are volatile, and layoffs are common, control becomes the ultimate asset. And that is exactly what business owners have: control over their time, income, and direction. Employees wait for a raise. Business owners create one. Employees need permission to take time off. Business owners build freedom into their schedule. Employees follow orders. Business owners make decisions. Now, this is not to say business is easy. It is not. But it is empowering. You are no longer at the mercy of someone else's plan. You are designing your own. And that shift, from dependence to ownership, is the most powerful transformation a person can make in this economy. Think about it. How long can you afford to live with no control? How long can you keep praying that your company gives you a raise, that your government lowers inflation, or that the market stabilizes? That is not a plan. That is a fantasy. Meanwhile, business owners are adapting, pivoting, creating offers people need now, not later. They are solving urgent problems, helping others while helping themselves. and they are doing it without asking anyone for permission. That is the edge. That is why they are winning. Wealth is moving, and it is moving toward the bold look around. The people building online businesses, monetizing their skills, creating content, launching offers. They are not just getting lucky. They are adapting. They saw the writing on the wall and chose to move before it was too late. The wealth gap is not just about money. It is about mindset. The gap is between those who wait to be saved and those who decide to build, between those who consume endlessly and those who produce fearlessly, between those who cling to the past and those who evolve with the times. And in 2025, evolution is not optional. Business owners are winning because they are not relying on one income stream. They are stacking multiple streams. They are not stuck in one location. They are global, digital, mobile. They are not bound by old rules. They are inventing new ones. They are not sitting on the sidelines, watching inflation destroy purchasing power. They are learning skills that create leverage. They are tapping into markets that are exploding. Education, digital products, AI tools, remote services, niche communities. And here is the kicker: most of them started with nothing but an idea, a laptop, and a refusal to stay broke. Your turn: build something before everything costs too much. If you are waiting for the economy to calm down, you are already too late. Prices are not going back to where they were. The cost of living is not going to magically drop. The world is moving forward, with or without you. So the question becomes, are you going to stay stuck on the treadmill, watching everything get more expensive while your income stays the same? Or are you going to step off, build something real, and create a life where inflation is irrelevant? You do not need to be a genius to start. You need hunger. You need urgency. You need to stop believing that your job is your destiny and start realizing that your ideas, your skills, your voice could be your ticket out. Start small if you have to. Launch a service, sell your knowledge, build an audience, write, film, design, teach, whatever it is, start now. Because the people who take messy action always beat the ones who wait for perfect timing. In this new era, those who do nothing lose the most. The wealth gap is growing, and ownership is the divider. Inflation is not just raising prices. It is revealing the real divide in society, not between the rich and poor, but between those who own and those who consume. Business owners are not just earning more. They are separating themselves from the financial chaos that traps the average person. When prices rise, those who own assets, companies, intellectual property, online stores, rental units, watch their value increase. Their income adjusts, their margins grow. But for the person without ownership, life gets more expensive and less manageable. Each year they fall further behind, not because they are not working hard, but because they are working within a system that was never designed to let them win. The middle class is disappearing because it is stuck in the middle, too afraid to risk, too tired to build, too conditioned to question the system. And inflation is speeding up that erosion. In this environment, playing it safe is the most dangerous move you can make. The future belongs to the builders, to the creators, to those who plant seeds now and harvest later, the ones who embrace risk, solve problems, and own the very platforms others depend on. If you do not own something in this economy, you will be owned by it. It is time to stop watching and start building. Inflation does not wait. Prices will rise with or without your permission. The economy will shift with or without your effort. The only question is, will you shift with it? The business owners winning right now are not superhuman. They are not better than you. They just made a different choice. They chose creation over consumption, ownership over obedience, freedom over fear. You can too, but not tomorrow, not next month, not when things settle down. Now, because the longer you wait, the more expensive life gets, the more valuable your time becomes, the more opportunities slip through your fingers while you stay stuck hoping for relief that will never come. So stop waiting. Start building. Start selling. Start serving. Start creating. And if you need a sign, this is it. If you are ready to escape inflation and build real wealth, the next video will show you exactly how to turn your skill into income. Let's build before it is too late.